Hello.
And welcome to Film Bastards.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, welcome people to episode 542 of Film Bastards. I am one of your co-hosts, Matt Foster, and as ever, I am joined by...
I'm not a financial advisor, but you should look at your pensions. Ian Loring.
There we fucking go. We just had a long conversation about pensions before we started recording, because we're middle-aged men.
Shit's important. I work in the industry, but I mean this. Shit's really, really important. The earlier you save with compounding, the more you will get more money for invest. This is one thing. Sorry, this isn't advice, but honestly, if you invest from 20 to 30, right, on average, and then stop on average. With compounding interest, that same amount being invested from 30 to 65 would be less than that 20 to 30 and then left invested for 35 years.
Yep.
Sorry, Ian Loring. I work in pensions.
Talking about feeling like you're a million years old, I was talking to some people at work today, and mentioned a place that used to exist in York called The Willow, which is a club and a Chinese restaurant at the same time, which is wild, and it's a place of legend. One of the members of staff turned around to me and went, "Oh my god, yeah, my dad used to go on about that place."
Oh no.
And I was then looking at everyone realising all of these people are around about the same age as my daughter.
Yep.
Add to that we have employed somebody, and we'll get on a film chat soon, I promise. This is a hell of an introduction, love this.
Good.
We've employed somebody recently whose dad I babysat for.
Fuck off.
Not I babysat like...
No.
What is it? The actual child I was babysitting is now the dad of somebody who is on my team at work. Yep. When they said that, like, "Oh, you know my dad, don't you?" And I was like, "Do I?" And they said, "No." I was like... And, you know, your brain starts going, right, how's the math of that work? And I'm working out going, that can't be... Oh, shit, yeah, that's probably right, yeah. Well, that's fucking depressing.
So hang on, all right. Let's logic this out then. So what did the dad just have the kid like really young?
Had the kid when he was 18.
Yeah.
So she's 16 now. So he's 34, and I used to babysit for him when I was 16 and he was 9.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's quite an extreme case.
It's an extreme case, yeah, but it was fucking wild. To be fair, said that in front of one of my fellow managers who burst out laughing.
I bet. But I mean, you would. I don't know. You would.
Oh yeah, I am fine with being one of the older people there. So we've got 3 movies that we're covering this week. We're covering It's So Hot Right Now Netflix film, Hit Man. We're also covering Bad Boys Ride or Die.
It's not For Life, even though it should be. It's Ride or Die.
Genuinely, I thought it was called Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, I could hear the gears turning just there.
I'm shocked that it's not, and I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not called For Life. And we've got...
Just call it Forever. Yeah. I think that the big picture raised that point, so it's not an original thought. Forever. Yeah. There you go. Works.
There's possibilities. We've got The Watchers, or The Watched, in this country, as well. Yeah. We've also got a little bit of what we've been watching. I've not watched as much as normal, but I've still got like 4 out of the 3 movies we're covering, so...
Yeah, got a few, but we've got 3 main reviews.
Yeah. You know. What's been happening in the old movie news this week, Ian?
I don't fucking know. Sorry.
It does seem like it's been a bit quiet.
Yeah. I mean, between like one week it's the sky is falling, and the next week it's we're so back in terms of box office. which seems to just inspire like 50% of articles on the Hollywood Reporter now.
Yeah.
And, 50% of podcast episodes about films, including us, to an extent. Yeah, I mean, there's I genuinely don't think there's all that much. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like we could
skip news,
but yeah, just spend time talking about
movies.
the movies. Yeah.
So there's just not really been anything, has there? Everything's kind of like just a bit chilled.
I mean, I'll just say, so I'm disclosure. I have shares in Paramount Global. I genuinely do for some fucking reason, but I think it's interesting that Skydance have pulled out of their negotiations with Paramount to basically buy them. I don't know if you've seen this, but Paramount is basically up for sale. There's a lot of suitors at, kind of people scuttling around, like, are they going to buy it or not? And, I think that's an interesting one, because when you think Paramount, you kind of think, oh, they're quite a big deal.
Yeah.
But are they? Yeah.
It's more known, probably, than... yeah. I would think that they would be a big deal, Paramount.
Yeah, quite. And, it's like, basically, I got into them a few weeks back, because I was like, right, the offer is to basically buy the shares back at, I think it was like $15 a share or something. And what did I buy them at? I think I bought them at about hang on. Return why can't I see what I bought them at? Anyway, it was about $9. No, $11. So it was like, all right, I'll buy them at $11 a share, knowing that if this goes through, it'll be $15 a share. So $4 per share profit, and that was like a couple of weeks back. Now, apparently, it looks like they're going to increasingly go it alone, and now I'm just going to be stuck with Paramount shares that are probably going to go down. Never mind them's the breaks, but it's like, what do they have? They have Star Trek, they have Mission Impossible, they have Yellowstone, they have South Park.
Yep.
In terms of non-legacy content, what else do Paramount have?
There's probably not a lot, actually, is there?
I mean, I feel like maybe like real. Yeah.
I mean, I bet SpongeBob fucking makes bank.
Oh god, yeah, quite. And it's just, I think it's interesting because obviously Sony were kind of like sniffing around it for a time. And in a way, I'm kind of glad because I kind of want Paramount to be around almost from like a nostalgic point of view.
Mm.
Seeing the logo and like the stars around it and what, that was like a big thing in films I watched in like the 80s and 90s and whatnot, and I'm slightly struggling to talk about news, so I thought that was kind of interesting.
They're on Pluto TV as well.
Which one's Pluto?
Don't know. They're on Channel 5.
Yeah, there you go. Look, and we'll see. Sorry. Hollywood Reporter, right? I know it's a trade publication, but here's a headline. Jonathan Majors to receive Perseverance Award at Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. The award per the organisation is given to an individual who has shown that no matter what adversity they face, they will continue to aspire to inspire. What?
It's just a little bit...
Tiffany Haddish is going to be the host of the show. So, I don't know. It's not like this is a rinky-dink. Previous Impact Award honorees include Chloe Bailey, Whoopi Goldberg, Tupac, Floyd Merriweather, Khalees, and Lizzo.
Oh, just some of those people you look at and go, oh, it's not. It's just a little bit like Branagh casting something.
In it, though. I just had to look at the date on this to make sure this was actually current,
No,
and it
today,
is.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Mate, it's a fucking simulation and we know it. Everything. Do you know what? Mad Libs can't exist now because no matter what you say, it can't be weirder than some shit that actually fucking comes out.
I'm just going to repeat the headline. Jonathan Majors to receive Perseverance Award at Hollywood Impact Awards. Sorry, I'm just laughing at the sheer... almost offensive ridiculousness.
There's the element of somebody suggested that in the room and nobody went, and there was nobody in the room who was aware enough or confident enough to go, I think that's a bad idea. I think that's just a bad idea.
I just how? All right, he's already convicted of domestic violence, and it's going to be hard. Surely it's going to be a hill to climb for him to actually kind of do anything in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But no, he'll get given some bullshit award at some bullshit ceremony, which then receives word in the Hollywood Reporter. It almost, the whole kind of like Trump has been, has been convicted of the whole hush money thing. It just kind of feels like now it's, if the mood music in the world is just like, fuck it, never mind, maybe that's just going to start happening more. I don't know. It's like cancel culture gone the other way, where it's like, now we're just being too... Yeah, but we want to like them, so we'll like them.
Yeah.
There's an element of that to Will Smith, to be fair, but a slap is a slap. It's not domestic abuse.
With the Will Smith thing, I think there's an element of, do you know what? If he's reached out to Chris Rock and kind of tried to bury the hatchet and everything like that, I don't think that was the slap thing was too egregious a thing that we can't move on from it.
Also, if Chris Rock's not happy to talk to him about it, but he's happy to use it as material in his shows,
yeah, and
I don't think you can do one and not the other,
yeah,
dude. Or at least like you can't do the. I don't think you can talk about it in the stand-up and make jokes about it and all that kind of stuff when you also won't talk to the... But, who knows what's going on there. But in the fullness of time, it kind of feels like Will Smith has maybe paid his dues in the public court of opinion on that one. Jonathan Majors has not.
No, he's not. Jonathan Majors, yeah, it's... The thing is, it's... Will Smith's got a lot of years of seeming like, a man who has flaws, but is ostensibly a good man who was clearly going through some shit.
And also, as I said on Oscarbation that night, because I remember my initial reaction to it, where I was like, I don't know, man, do you know what? To be fair, if someone was up there taking the piss out of my wife, I'd be having fucking words. Maybe, like, don't get me wrong, maybe not slapping him, but I certainly think take my wife's name out of your fucking mouth was pretty justified.
Mm. It is. That there's an element of, just maybe everyone needs to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, but anyway. Right, okay, yeah,
Trailers.
the toilet, moving on, trailers.
Not been that many. I did see a new trailer for A Quiet Place Day 1 that made it look good, which was a surprise.
Yeah, quite looking forward to never seeing a trailer for that again.
I am looking forward to never seeing a trailer for it again. Yeah, I'm done with seeing a trailer. But the trailer, the thing is, I walked at the cinema to see Bad Boys for Life, and I walked past that poster, and genuinely, I got a bit of a shudder and thought, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to watch that fucking trailer again." And I was just, I'm done with that trailer, and then bang, first fucking trailer that started. And it was that. And I was just sat there going, oh, fucking hell. And then something different happened. I was like, oh, hang on a minute, this is a different trailer.
Is it the one where it starts with her with the cat in the bodega?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a better trailer than the first one.
And then it's going on, I was going, oh, all right, I'm more interested in this now. All right, this looks quite good. Okay, I'm maybe sold. Whereas every other trailer had made me go, I don't need this. I don't need this. Yeah. The only bit I remember about A Quiet Place 2 is Cillian Murphy in a little boat. And that's
they're very forgettable films, those two. I liked them, but they're very forgettable films.
But they've had zero imprint on my brain. What else have we got trailer-wise?
Unlike If, one of the best family films of all time.
What else we got? Piece by Piece. The Pharrell Williams story.
The Pharrell one.
Told in Lego.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
This looks delightful.
It does. It does look fun, yeah. Do you think it'll have anything about the Robin Thicke court case in it?
I hope so.
I wouldn't put it past Pharrell, to be fair. It just... Do you know what? At first I was going, this is a bit self-indulgent. And then I just thought, why not though? Fuck it, go on, have at it. You know, it's better than just a generic, straight up biopic. It's Pharrell Williams going, I want to do a biopic of my life, but let's make it Lego and let's make it fun. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Have it be fanciful. Have it, I don't know, maybe have some joy to it and do something. You've not seen Back to Black, have you?
No, I've still not seen it. I'm going to watch it. Not even like just because I want to have an opinion on it. I'm going to watch it because I want to have watched it.
The Guardian did a Best Films of the Year so far thing the other day, and I saw on their app, and it led with an image of Back to Black. I was like, what the fuck? And I swear to God, that article was so long, I thought it was just every single film that had been released in the UK this year.
Yeah, I know those articles. They're the film equivalent of the ones where you go, where it's a recipe and the fucking person tells you a story about the recipe and you're like, I just want to bake the fucking cookies.
Mate, honestly though, I genuinely think they put an image from Back to Black as the header image to wind people up and get them to click on it, and it fucking worked.
It would though. Yeah, Piece by Piece looks delightful. Yes, I'm fine with that. What else have we got? Have you got any others? Because I'm sure...
My Spy 2, baby. So Dave Bautista is back in the sequel to the last film I watched in the cinema pre-lockdown.
My Spy, The Eternal City. But is Bautista alright?
There is an element of that to it, but also kind of looks like goofy family fun.
It does like doing goofy family fun. What I don't get is My Spy didn't do that well.
That's the question. It feels like, did it just really pop on Netflix?
Yep.
The thing is, like I say, I think I'm quite looking forward to taking lots to see that. I think she'll dig it.
The thing is, I'm looking in now and seeing Dave Bautista, Ken Jeong, Anna Faris, and Craig Robinson. Yeah, I'm alright with that.
Yeah. Kristen Schau's in it as well. I like Kristen Schau. She, like Lottie, loves her because she voices the lead in Gravity Falls, which is like just one of Lots' favourite shows ever. So yeah, it looks a lot. It looks like a laugh, and I quite liked My Spy, and I just remember it was like the day before they announced the lockdowns, the lockdown even. It was the Sunday, and then Johnson did it on the Monday, and there were fuck all people in the cinema, and then we went to McDonald's after, and I swear we were the only people in there.
Fuck it, yeah, go on then.
My Spy 2, The Eternal City. Looking forward to it.
From the director of Tommy Boy.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
That's a recommendation in itself, for fuck's sake.
Actually, this guy's... I'm going to be honest. This guy's directorial credits ain't bad. They're not good, but they ain't that bad.
Go on.
You've got Nickel and 33 and a Third, The Final Insult. That's a funny film. Tommy Boy...
Is it Peter Segal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy's a funny film. I'm not going to do all of them, but like 51st Dates is decent. Get Smart is better than it has any right to be. The Grudge Match is a fun movie. Yeah, fair enough. That guy just gets stuff done.
Yeah. This is interesting. Sorry, just a little bit of breaking news that I just thought was interesting. So, Sony have bought Alamo Drafthouse.
Ooh, I saw it was for sale. So Sony have bought it.
So, there was that decree. There was what was known as the Paramount Consent Decree, which meant that like studios couldn't own cinemas, and that had been basically kibossed a couple of years back, and yeah, Netflix bought a couple of cinemas in the US, but Sony have bought Alamo Drafthouse.
That's interesting.
That's really interesting. And I mean, like, Alamo, they're the, you kind of eat in there and you can have beers in there. And it was very, I swear, like, in the Ain't It Cool days, the Alamo were like the kind of like the big deal, like, where cinephiles would go. And yeah, apparently the CEO of Alamo Drafthouse is going to stay on, and yeah, that's an interesting bit of news. That what does that mean? Like, will they prioritize? So, like, Netflix bought these cinemas, and I believe they prioritize Netflix releases when they want to show them on the big screen, and then they. Other than that, they're just like typical cinema chains, and I'm assuming Alamo will be
the same. Yeah,
will be the same. But yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Doesn't seem like a bad idea. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. Warner did it for years,
especially when like Cineworld, Noel sent us that link in WhatsApp last week. They're like basically looking into insolvency, I walked past the Cineworld in Cardiff this morning going to work, and it looked like they'd already given up. Like there's this massive screen, and that's usually just got trailers like playing all day and all night, and the Cineworld logo is usually lit up, and it was all just dark.
Well, I know that I've grumbled about it previously, but I went to Cineworld to see two of the movies that we're going to talk about yesterday afternoon, and it's the first time I've actually been to Cineworld in about a month actually, and previously it had got annoying because there was like 4 or 5 Cineworld adverts on at Cineworld, so you'd usually get one during the adverts, then you get one before the trailers, then you get one after the trailers, then you get one just before the movie, at least. There was one this time. And that was it. So it was nice, but it was a bit like, this is a bit weird.
Yeah, like apparently View are looking into buying sites.
Yeah.
But it feels like Cineworld as a brand may be on the way out. And then, what chains have you actually got? Like, because Cineworld also own Picture House.
Yep.
So then you've got, what? View, Odeon, Showcase.
Yep.
In terms of brand name cinemas. Is that it? Everyman.
Everyman, yeah. That'll be it.
Yeah. I don't know, but also always bought Cineworld offer quite a shit experience. So
it's not great and it's not consistent.
Yeah, quite. But anyway.
Any other trailers we've got?
Paddington in Peru.
Has this just dropped?
Yeah, today. Yeah. Look, I mean, Paddington 2's become quite the cultural phenomena, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I don't think he's going to do that. This looks a bit more let's go on an adventure, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I think in November, when this comes out, you are going to have a lot of film Twitter go fucking nuts because it's not as good as Paddington 2. It's not Paddington 2. I want Paddington 2. Paddington 2 was magical, and it made me feel things. And I want Paddington 2. And no, children can't have fun by themselves. I have to enjoy their films as well.
Yeah.
Like If. I have to enjoy If. Children can't enjoy If. I go to If, a film made for children. I want to enjoy If. But I don't enjoy If, so I'm going to call people names on film Twitter.
It's going to be it. It's going to be it. If it's a magical adventure of Paddington Bear and it's a little bit silly and it's a little bit aimed at children, then yeah, people are going to lose their shit.
Mate, between that in November, all of this in November, that, Moana 2 probably not being as good as Moana, and Wicked probably being shit, it's going to be insufferable.
Yeah.
Let's just accept Paddington in Peru. It's not going to be as good as Paddington 2. That's okay. It can't hurt you.
Yeah. If you think Paddington 2 is 9.5 out of 10, if Paddington Peru is 8 out of 10, that's all right.
I give 0 fucks. The kids like it.
Yeah.
The kids like it. Does it not treat them like idiots? Maybe that's the fucking thing. If, I swear to God, sorry, if I don't think treats kids as idiots, that film is sincere as fuck. Like, I'm sure you will probably watch If at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
That film is like the most sincere film ever made, while John Krasinski also really wants you to know that he made it. Now, and that is the problem with that film. But it is sincere. It's got heart. Paddington Peru will probably be sincere. It'll probably have heart. But it won't have Hugh Grant running around in multiple costumes, and it won't look like a Wes Anderson film all the time. So people will go against it. Let kids enjoy things, for the love of God.
Yeah. But for a whole sort of ream of people who are obsessed with nostalgia, they don't want kids to have what will become nostalgia.
Yeah. Invest in your pensions, folks. You're not getting any younger. I swear to God.
Do you know what I have nostalgia for?
What?
I have nostalgia for Mike and Marcus going on adventures.
I have nostalgia for a time where I didn't need a pee every half an hour. I'll be back.
No worries, I'm going to grab a drink.
I'm going to leave that in. Hola, papi. Fire away.
Right, so it is Bad Boys Ride or Die, which is a silly title, should be called Bad Boys for Life. What's happening in this one? So, IMDb, this is what it says. This summer, the world's favourite bad boys are back with their iconic mix of edge-of-your-seat action and outrageous comedy, but this time with a twist. Miami's finest and now on the run. Kinda, yeah. Well,
Yeah, about an hour into the film they are, yeah.
Martin Lawrence is there, Vanessa Hudgens is there, Ivana Ludwig's there, Joy Pants is still there. You know, there's people there. Ian, what do you think to Bad Boys for Life?
Yeah, I mean, it's a stupid fucking film, isn't it? Like, it's really, really stupid, but...
It's an outright fucking comedy, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. You know, 20 minutes in, you've got Martin Lawrence having a heart attack and then having some sort of, like, pre-death experience where he's talking to Joe Pantoliano at a beach with a tree, and Joe Pantoliano's going like, "It's not your time yet." I don't know. It's shaggy. It's the fucking all over the place, and I mean, I think it outstays its welcome, if I'm honest. But I mean, it's absolutely entertaining. It does what you want it to do. Does it do it as successfully as other outings? No. But at the same time, I'm kind of thankful we have 4 Bad Boys films, really. I think it's fun. It's a little bit, what the fuck did you expect if you had a problem with it, really? I don't know. What do you think of it?
I had a great time. I had a great time. I imagine that Adila Bilal basically just said to Martin Lawrence, just say shit. Just say shit. Just do shit and say shit, and we'll just see if we can get Will Smith to react. And Will Smith is just reacting by trying to not laugh, by just looking at him sternly. As Martin Lawrence just keeps saying shit. What I really like about it is it's Martin Lawrence's film. He is like the Will Smith's getting to do like all of like the Will Smith bits, but Will Smith is also very much like, I think one thing that Will Smith's always been good at is he's always been good at being able to send himself up. I think people think that he takes himself too seriously, but I think he has always actually been up for taking the piss out of himself a little bit, and he doesn't mind if other people have focus. He's kind of cool with that, and he lets Martin Lawrence essentially have the vast majority of this movie there, and just there's genuinely like laugh out loud moments in it from the fucking start. The bit with the hot dog, where it's like, it's not my hot dog. And the guy's like, it's his hot dog. It's like, why are you getting involved in this? And genuinely, I howled with laughter when he accused the alligator of being racist.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a really, really good time, and it absolutely gets the energy of what a buddy cop movie should be. They should be this. It has the kind of the verve and the action and the energy and the fun of movies like a Beverly Hills Cop 2. And 48 Hours and things like that. The absolute staples of this, and even throwing it into something like the first 2 Lethal Weapon movies. It has that energy that runs through it, and they have great chemistry between them. When he's telling the the story about I need to apologise in a previous life, and he just comes out with this previous life thing. He's not mentioned it before. You were a donkey and I owned you and I wasn't very nice to you, but you were a terrible donkey. And you can tell that Will Smith is just trying to not laugh. And it just keeps on going, and it keeps getting brought up the more and more it goes through it. And the running thing of, I can't die because it's not my time. It's so fucking silly.
I mean, I suppose, like, when it's not silly, or when action isn't happening, is when it gets a bit, like, I mean, whatever his fucking name is from Fantastic Four, I should get Donna up here to say how to pronounce his name, but, you know, Ioan Gruffudd.
It's Ioan Gruffudd,
yeah, like,
I think it is.
That, from the moment he appears, it's like, right, yeah, he's a bad guy then. And all he's doing is congratulating Will Smith on getting married, and it's like, you're a bad guy.
Somebody asked him about that at the premiere, and somebody said to him, "Are you playing the bad guy in this one?" And he just kind of looks and goes, "I mean, I'm in it," and then just kind of puts his arms out. And it's like, it's basically
which is
going,
probably the right response. I'm in a Bad Boys film. What do you think?
Yeah. But the thing is, I kind of like when he turns up in stuff, because he's got a really good screen presence.
Oh no! I mean, there's no shade on him. It's just like the way the film positions him.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, well, of course he's going to be the one that, and the stuff with Rhea Seehorn and her daughter, and it just like that's maybe just a bit.
Yeah,
too much. You know, they've already got enough people against them. You don't need them, and you could take.
That seemed like it's just there so they can have the moment where she's about to kill his son, and it's like, well, no, because you can't kill his son because his son saved your daughter. And it does that, and you get that moment. And I was going, well, this is a little bit. But then the other part of my brain was going, you're fucking loving it though, aren't you?
No, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, the Will Smith and Martin Lawrence of it, and the just kind of like the disregard for people and property, which Bad Boys 2 has in spades.
Yeah.
That is very fun as well.
Yeah.
You know, like, why were they setting up Captain Howard? No one really knows.
No. They're setting him up because he got a little bit too close. It just seems like, well, hang on a minute, he's dead.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
If you just left it alone, nothing would happen.
I mean, to be fair, the retconning of actually, I took him out because it was a contract that someone else put on him, and it wasn't actually that I was killing him to get to you.
Yeah.
Is a bit like,
really?
Fuck off.
At that exact moment, whilst all this was going on, you happened to get that contract. That seems awfully convenient there. Amanda, you sexy bastard.
Yeah, you're not a contract killer, you're a drug dealer, and your whole thing is you're killing people who are linked to Mike Lowry.
Yeah. At the exact time that you were tracking him down.
But, I mean, like, the thing is, in earlier Fast films, people, like, excuse that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense in comparison to fucking Little Brian.
No, yeah, exactly. Just for non-long-term listeners of the show, we've posited for many years, it's fucking weird that Vin Diesel names his kid after his brother-in-law who's still alive.
Yeah. Yep. After his uncle. Yeah.
After the kid's uncle. Why would you do that? But the thing is, these are bad boy films, and right now, they're, you know, unlike the Fast films, they haven't fully gone off the deep end in soap opera and CG. I think this film actually does a good job in maybe kind of pulling back from the soap opera. That whole, like, the Will Smith and the relationship with the witch kind of thing was starting to get into slightly. I think this pulls that back.
Like it goes fully back to it with the where he just goes, God, I forgot you fucked a witch.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It just calls it back in funny ways. So it's hard to criticize it because it's just doing what it's doing. It just wants to entertain.
Yeah, I mean, and the guy who plays Armando is good. He's really fucking good. You just watch him and go, he's fucking cool, is that guy? Look at him just beating down a bunch of white supremacists with a fucking weight in a prison hall.
I did like his reaction as well to Tiffany Haddish when they're walking out the room and she does the sticking the fingers up and licking, and he just looks at her like, what the fuck?
But his entrance to that scene where they're already in there, and he just walks in that fucking in the outfit with the Budweiser t-shirt on and the hat, and just walks in and just sits. A great fucking I am badass cool power move. He's walking in and sitting on the back of a chair rather than sitting on the chair, and you're looking at it and go, well, mate, well played. You have just decided I'm just going to be fucking cool as fuck. Will Smith's going to be in every scene with me, and I'm going to be infinitely fucking cooler.
Yeah. No. And like you said, it's Martin Lawrence's film. I thought it was interesting. Like, the title billing was interesting.
Yeah.
Because Bad Boys 1 is Martin Lawrence, then Will Smith.
Yep. Bad
Boys 2 is Martin Lawrence and Will Smith kind of like equal billing, if I remember correctly. The second one is Will Smith, then Martin Lawrence. The third one is Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, equal billing, but Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. This one, I think, is Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, or at least they're equal again. And this is the thing, that this is Marcus's movie, like you said. Will Smith is a reactionary character, and I do kind of think maybe that's a reaction to the slap, and we need to reintegrate him and maybe not have him be the focus, and I think that's kind of actually for the better.
Yeah, it absolutely works. And we've not even discussed the best sequence of the movie yet.
What's that?
The fucking Reggie sequence is just fucking brilliant.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, and the thing is, all the way through it, I'm going, if you fucking kill him, I am walking out of this fucking screening. If that boy dies, I am walking out. But it's just the fact that they make him just an absolute fucking badass.
Yeah, he's a unit. And all he's doing before the film is just, before that in the film, is playing PlayStation.
Yeah. But then he does that, and it's like, and then he's just fucking great at it. And you get that lovely moment at the end where they're like, yeah, we need to let him just cut this chicken. I don't like the look in his eyes. It's crazy, man. It's a really fun film.
Yeah, good.
I had a great time. Definitely not shit.
Same.
Yeah, it's, you know, I don't know, it's probably not going to trump my top 10s or anything like that, and I can't say it's going to be my surprises because I'm not surprised, but I will watch this again before the end of the year because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I could see me doing the same. It's a cracking entertainment.
Yeah, I'm glad that it seems to have landed with people quite nicely.
There'll be another one.
Oh god, yeah, there deserves
good on
to
Martin
be.
Lawrence for getting a fucking payday as well, which I'm sure he is.
Yeah, and the thing is, he seems like, I mean, he's funny in it. He's really fucking funny in it.
Yeah, everyone's making an effort. It doesn't feel like oh fuck, we're doing this again.
Yeah,
it genuinely doesn't. It's got life to it.
Good callbacks to like proper like shots from the movies as well, like the spinning round them and coming up from underneath. There is a great callback, and a nice cameo from Michael Bay as well.
again, and even like there's a shot earlier on of Martin Lawrence looking at the hot dog, which is very much like the shot in Bad Boys 2 where he's on ecstasy and looking at the fish.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. My soul definitely has a dick. Great film. Definitely Not Shit 40%, Touching Cloth 40%, and Miserable Bastards 20%.
Yeah, kind of not having it.
Not having it, no. Becky has joined us.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so should we? Well, fuck it. Let's talk about a movie we all watched. Yeah. So I'm going to find it on IMDb so I can give you what the IMDb plot says, because that's always fun. So the Watched, also known as The Watchers, is directed and written by Ashana Night Shyamalan, who is the daughter of M. Night Shyamalan, and stars people, including Dakota Fanning, and it's a young artist gets stranded in an extensive immaculate forest in Western Ireland, where after finding shelter, she becomes trapped alongside three strangers stalked by mysterious creatures at night. I mean, girl who works in a pet shop who's got a colouring book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Becky, we've spoken a lot so far, so I'm going to put you on the spot despite the fact you're eating Bombay Mix.
Fucking wait to hear what Beck's made of this.
So, Bex, what did you think of the Watchers? Because we've actually not spoken about this, because we went to see it at the same time, didn't we? But we were in separate cars, and then came home, ate, and I went to bed.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark's been on earlies this
So,
week.
No, I'm sure there's a reason to it. It just sounds like you two are consciously uncoupling.
Sorry. How old is Dakota Fanning?
don't know, like 28?
No.
I don't know, I guess.
She looks fucking rough
30.
if she's 28.
She's 30.
Jesus Christ. Someone needs to introduce her to moisturiser and hair mask. On that, my favourite part of the movie, the part that sparked most joy in me, was when she put her fucking stringy hair up. So, yeah, pet shop worker who draws a bit, travels to the woods with a bird. Then there's fairies. It's just a bit shit, isn't it? It's real surface shit. Not enough happens to make it interesting. There's barely any fucking story. The mythology that it pertains to be drawing from, it scratches the surface, maybe. I think it more tickles the surface. It's just fucking shit. It's a waste of time.
Okay.
I
genuinely didn't think you disliked it that much.
I really disappointed in it. I was looking forward to this, and it's just from the trailer, it looks like it's quite tense and it's a bit mysterious and all this kind of shit, and it's just not. It's just so all surface. It's just made me angry.
Ian, what do you think to The Watchers?
I mean, it's kind of a massive nothing, isn't it? Like the thing I was debating on Letterboxd, like what to give this, and I don't usually do that. I'm usually quite, yeah, that's a 4, that's a 7, or 5, whatever. With this, I was kind of intrigued for a bit, and it had some atmosphere for a bit. And I kind of thought what it was trying to say at the end was a nice sentiment. But, I mean, this film is fucking Hollywood nepotism at play. Like, this would never, ever be made if it wasn't for the fact that, apparently, I mean, it was basically picked up by Warner Brothers in a package deal with Shyamalan's new film, Trap.
Yeah.
You know, so
Which
feels a little bit
also
like
his daughter. That one.
oh yeah, the one that's got his daughter
Yeah.
like playing a singer and shit. So it just feels to me a bit. The only reason why this film was made is because a filmmaker has enough sway to say, if you're gonna release my next film, you're gonna release my daughter's first film. And I don't know how to feel about that. But I thought Fanning was decent,
Really?
but then at the same, I thought fine. She was fine.
She was awful. Just really, really fucking wooden.
You're not a fan, are you?
I thought she was fine. I thought Oliver Finnegan, I think his name is, who plays the guy who's trapped in there, was fucking awful. I thought he was really bad. Just what is going on, like where suddenly he's a bit of a wrong 'un, but actually no he's not. Like, and that's never really explained. And then shit looks like it's coming to a head, and then the film goes on for another 20-25 minutes.
Yeah, the problem there is they missed a really good ending. A really good ending is Dakota Fanning goes to the office and she goes there to destroy all the files, walks in, and John Lynch is just there and just looks up at her and says, hello. And then it just cuts to black. And it's like, oh, he's got out.
Yeah.
That's a better ending than the 4 endings that we have afterwards.
Yeah, but it's not actually him. It's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I thought was what would have been a really ballsy ending?
What?
You know when there's like that drop in pace where they've got away and they're on the bus and it's just the 3 of them on the back of the bus and there's that shot.
Yeah, if the bus is
Just
going.
that. No, just that.
Just that.
No explanation whatsoever. I fucking loved that.
That would have been good. The most entertained I was by seeing the old school New Line Cinema logo at the start.
That was quite nice. So yeah, it's like I think you were saying there, Bex. I think you said that it doesn't really get into the mythology at all. It seems like somebody started, like the mythology was created by somebody who started reading the Wikipedia page for fairies and just went, oh, it's too much. And just didn't bother reading the rest of it. There's not a lot going on.
The thing is, as well, it all builds to this big reveal of like, oh, she's a fey halfling, and it's like, yeah, that was fucking obvious from the moment she turned up on screen. Madeline.
What? Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh look, yeah, that's all it's got, and it's.
But even that, you go, I just don't get why that's important. And it seems to be really easy at the end for it to get her to just not and just fuck off.
With her raggy wings.
Yeah. But yeah, Dakota Fanning is just very Dakota Fanning in it. Like.
No, because she has the capacity to be good in stuff, but she's just not in this.
But I often feel that she's very much a low energy presence.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's not a lot kind of goes into it. There's a slump to her performances.
She's like mumblecore.
She always seems to play people who don't put that much into what's going on. And it's weird. She's had a weird career. I kind of respect that to an extent.
Do you know what? She was really good as a kid actress, I think.
Yeah. But it's too fucking long. That's what I said to you when I came to the cinema. I know you don't like me saying this, but that film was egregiously too long.
Yeah, but I agreed with you on this one, and it's only, an hour and 42?
Yeah. But you could have quite easily cut out, I would say, close to 20 minutes of this movie. It's not... It never builds up enough tension at any point for it to be scary or intriguing.
No.
It just kind of, like I think you said it just kind of happens, and then it finishes, and you go,
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, right? But we're expected to believe that fucking Daniel kid and the girl, what's she called?
Clara?
Carrie, yeah.
Sierra?
And John, her husband, have been in there for months. And at no point in wandering around did one of them go, hang on a minute, this floor's different to that floor over there. Should we move this bit of fucking, this rug? Just to have a bit of a look? At no point, no, I would like, at some point go, I'm going to move one of these rugs and just have a fucking quick look. But other bits, if they've been there that long, where did they shower and things?
I want to know why there was so much focused on like a Love Island DVD just playing.
It just...
But what's the fucking point of all the, like, her traumatic fucking backstory thing? That has no bearing on anything either.
No, that's a good point there, does it?
No, it's all these fucking flashbacks.
Yeah.
And then just what? The whole point of that is just that after it, she can make contact with her sister again. Cool.
Yeah.
She was just being a bit of a dick, not in the first place, really, after killing their mother.
A bit whiny.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what she plays quite a lot. Just a bit, I've got some of my past and it's made me a little bit, yeah. A real, like, just, like, because the trailer's good, but the trailer makes it seem like it's more, right, these things are watching these people that are stuck in this environment, and they have to exist in this environment whilst being watched, and then you quickly realise, oh no, it's not that. It's just these things can only come out at night and you can't get out. Just, it unravels really quickly when you start to actually pull on the thread a little bit.
It doesn't, no, because there's nothing to unravel. There is just nothing to it.
Well, so you pull on the thread and you go, hang on a minute, this is just a pile of yarn.
Yeah, basically.
There's a pile of yarn with a picture of a sweater next to it. God damn you, Shyamalans! Yeah.
It's just like I'm not angry at it or anything, but it's just like
it's not shit. It is shit, but it's not like what an absolute fucking piece of shit that was.
I'm Tyra Banks meme angry at it.
Oh yeah, but I think this is more your wheelhouse.
I get it. I get like it's just a bit of a waste of time.
Yeah. It is a little bit of a waste of time. I got really worried when I was like, wait, it's set in Galway. Why is it set in Galway?
It turned out Ed Sheeran was stalking them all.
That'd have been better.
What's the fucking point of the bit where she dons a wig and goes out and gets laid? What's that fucking bit relate to at all? It's just fucking bobbins.
Yeah.
Shit, it's shit. It's my review. Shit.
Well, she lives above a wig shop, doesn't she?
It's shit.
Also,
because it's all about having other identities and being living other lives and shit like that, isn't it?
That's fine, but that doesn't actually come back in any way, though, does it?
Dude, I'm not fucking...
Stop defending it!
Shyamalan. I don't know. I don't know why I am. I don't know. Let's fucking move on. Touching cloth.
I'm definitely shit, because I do think it's shit. It's not like I'm not upset by it, but I do think it's shit.
Just the reaction in the cinema at the end, I swear to God, was just like people silently shuffling out of a room.
Oh God, yeah, it was at ours actually.
Yeah.
Like no murmuring, no chat. There's no that was fucking awful. Like oh yeah, that was really good. Just fucking silence.
Yeah.
Sad walking.
Yeah. It was what if horror was bran flakes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our audience poll, definitely not shit 67% and shit 33%.
I mean, you lot are fucking doing some weird things this week.
Yeah.
Hitman's going to be interesting.
You crazy bastards. Right. Should we do some what we've been watching, or should we do Hitman?
Let's do some what we've been watching.
What have you been watching, Bex?
I haven't watched very much.
No.
Fuck you. Have you played the Alan Wake expansion?
No, I have played a lot of Mad Max though.
We have played a lot of Mad Max, haven't we?
Just bibbling around the wasteland.
Can I
Beating
just
people
say, I've played the first part of the Alan Wake expansion, and it's Rose the diner waitress basically having to fight off hordes to save Alan Wake. But first, you have to make people coffee and give them really good advice.
Sounds good. You told me I wasn't allowed to play it until I played Control.
No, I didn't say any. I didn't.
I don't think you did.
Pretty sure you did.
No, I
think you
didn't.
said it's the person from Control.
Hang on.
But the first part of the expansion is Rose, the waitress.
Looks like you play as the lead from Control for part of it, so you need to play Control. Ian Loring.
Yeah, but I didn't say you need to play Control before playing it. I was just like, you need... But I mean, generally, yes, you need to play Control.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Fucking idiot.
What the fuck? Sorry, on the group chat, why have you sent Ian a picture of a landscape?
Oh, don't.
Yeah, no, it was something we were talking about earlier on.
Okay. Did I talk about Sting last week?
Yes.
Right, okay. And we talked about Pullman. Okay, so I watched... Right, I'm not going to talk about this very much because it doesn't deserve it. I watched Murder by Death, which is like a shit Clue if it was racially insensitive.
Racist Clue.
Yeah. That's all I've got to say on that. It could have been... it probably was quite intriguing in 1976 to have all these like famous detectives, but you're also looking at it going, that's almost Breakfast at Tiffany's levels of...
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit gross. I watched The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
How does that hold up?
Fucking love The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. I think the backstory to it also kind of... It helps because it's like... It's quite a nice story of people coming together to finish one of an actor's final works.
Yeah.
And a bit of a tribute to him. So that element of it adds a layer of, I guess, sentimentality. It's not Pete Gilliam. It's too shiny and Hollywoody and what's her face is there. Sophie Dahl?
Sophie Dahl?
No, she's not, is
No,
she?
she is.
Who is it that's in it? Someone's daughter, isn't it?
I mean, everyone's someone's daughter, Rebecca.
You're not.
I am. Well, no, I'm not.
Fucking idiot.
That's a fantastic point that you are not someone's daughter.
Lily Cole. She's someone's daughter. Maybe not.
Ashley Cole.
Yeah, why not? It's just a bit too shiny for a Gilliam movie. It feels too slick at points. But the story itself is good. Tom Waits is there. It's just really good. And the Imaginarium stuff is brilliant. And I played a lot of Mad Max.
That it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Ian, what have you been watching?
Okay.
Can I just say, just very quickly before we go on to Ian's, if it
No.
isn't clear to anybody that listens to this podcast, the Mad Max game is fucking great, right? Like, I hate open world games, but I fucking love this. And you can just, like, you can play through the story in probably quite a relatively short frame of time, can't you? If you just play the story.
Yes.
But you can also just go, I've got half an hour to kill. I'm just going to drive around, beat people up, steal their cars, maybe eat some maggots. It's just a really good time.
I feel like you'd enjoy Days Gone.
I think you would, mate, enjoy Days Gone, actually, yeah.
I don't know what Days Gone is.
You're basically a biker in a zombie world.
I probably would enjoy that, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just bibble
I
around?
feel like
Do you-
You can just bibble
really,
around, yeah.
really enjoy in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
You know.
You can do like the story missions stuff like that, but you can also just bibble around on your bike.
says that you would face a brutal struggle for survival.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
I don't know that I necessarily want that. I just want to like bibble around eating maggots and collecting water when I don't really need it. But I'll give it a go.
I mean, I'm trying to offer you solutions here.
I'm fairly certain we have it on PlayStation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll give that a go. It's got an 8.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
Sweet as.
Innit?
Legit.
So yeah, just wanted to put that out there. I know we mention it semi-regularly when we go back and replay it, but it's a real fun game. Done. I'm
Good.
done.
Yeah, a few things from me. I'll say we're Don and I have been watching on Apple TV the series Palm Royale, which is Kristen Wiig post they've done something to Kristen Wiig's face, and she doesn't look like Kristen Wiig anymore, and it's very odd. But good on Kristen Wiig, maybe, I don't know. And it starts as her being this basically fake socialite trying to get access to this like exclusive club in LA or no, maybe it's Florida. Anyway. And then it's her kind of like the twisty dealing, kind of like exploiting people's, finding out they're having affairs with people and stuff. But the best performer in the whole thing.
Are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin plays a barman who has connections to people, and he's fucking ace. He's really, really, really good. But yeah, Kristen Wiig, Alison Janney, Ricky Martin, Leslie Bibb, and we've been Josh Lucas.
Arden.
Not going to spoil his character. You find out who his character is in the first episode, but it was actually a surprise. And it's really fun. It's really, yeah. I mean, we're enjoying the twisty turniness of it, and it's just been renewed for a season 2.
What's it on?
Apple TV.
Yeah, not bad. It's not bad.
I'll give that a go, actually. I'm willing to give that a go a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
How long are the episodes in?
They're like 50 minutes each.
Nice.
I like that cast. And I'm intrigued to see what Ricky Martin's like, 'cause I bet he's actually really charismatic in stuff like this.
Yeah, he is. But he's got some like kind of like pathos to him as well. No, it's good. Also, we finished the latest season of Loot, which I know I mentioned on the show. Loot's great. Half-hour workplace comedy in the second season. The first season, not quite so much workplace comedy. This one very much relies on the ensemble more. Great deal of fun. And there's a movie reference in the last episode of the second season that came out of nowhere, which was fucking amazing. Donna did not know what the fuck was going on, and I had to explain it, and it ruled. And I'll leave that there. Only 2 films this week. We re-watched Inside Out in preparation for Inside Out 2. The problem with Inside Out is that Joy is actually quite annoying. And I'm a little bit worried about Inside Out 2 in that regard, because it seems like she's the main character again.
Do you also hate Joy? Just calling back.
Yeah, look, I embrace sadness. Sadness is fine. I quite like anger as well. Disgust,
like
she's all right. You know. So, and Fear, yeah, good dude. You know, but Joy, it's just this fucking dickhead who's like, I'm going to run the show because I'm the one who knows everything about Riley. And by the end, she's like, well, I don't know everything about Riley, but I still know a lot about Riley. And the Inside Out 2, I'm a little bit worried it's going to be, well, I know a lot about Riley, but then so do these people. So maybe I'm a part of Riley's life, but not as much of a part, but it's okay because at least I'm still a part. I'm a little bit worried that's going to be what happens in that film.
Yeah. Which is probably going to be what happens in that film.
It's just going to be like, here's the status quo, something comes in and disrupts it, and then she accepts a new normal, just like the first one.
Do you know what my issue is with it?
What?
I really don't care about Riley.
Well, Yeah, because these are their own characters, and they form a part of Riley, but Riley is dictated by them, but you focus on them. You don't focus on Riley. So, I get the complaint. You know, like, it'll be interesting to see if there's more Riley in the second one, to see how they kind of deal with that, but I doubt there will be. Cause
no, there won't be.
You've got to have Maya Hawke and Io Edebiri voicing people, and Bill Hader being replaced, I believe. So, yeah, Inside Out. Last one, Paul W.S. Anderson's Death Race. It's good. It's Death Race. It's crunchy and it's gruey, and it is 16 years old, which isn't fucking terrifying at all. Jason Clarke is just a guard who's a henchman of Joan Allen, and he's Jason Clarke. He's standing there loads. It's like, you're Jason Clarke.
Yeah, but
you're like the ultimate cuck on screen.
Yeah.
And here you are, which is a point Griffin on Blank Check makes, but here you are, just being a guard.
Yep.
Not being cucked, because you're not with Joan Allen. And yeah, I don't know. It's Ian McShane saying knowing shit to the camera while things blow up. And Jason Statham, like, beefing it out with Tyrese. It's fun. And it weirdly hasn't aged that badly. It feels like something that would happen now. Like, the whole, like, they do quite a lot of, like, what the TV broadcast looks like. And it's like, subscribe now to all 3 pods for $99, or get all free in a combined package for $250. Watch all the carnage. And it is just like, yeah, you could see a Trump second presidency going, Death Island, watch a bunch of prisoners punch each other to death. You can watch The First Night for $100, or all Long Weekend for $250.
Yep.
You could see that.
Yeah. I don't think we're too far off it.
No, and the thing is, it's got this like really digitally altered look where everything is grey, but that weirdly kind of makes it feel timeless. Like, you could actually imagine someone shooting. I mean, fuck, man, Zack Snyder shooting like that now. Which it just reminded me. Did you see that Zack Snyder, the director's cuts of Rebel Moon, they're going to have different titles for each chapter, like he's trying to fucking hide them or something.
Try to go, no, these are completely different films. Then why don't you make different films, dickhead?
Brilliant. Just what? Yeah, well done, Zach. Good work. But yeah, Death Race. Quite enjoyed it. I'm done.
Cool. I watched Stone Cold, the Brian Bosworth movie from 1991, which I swear to God should be a movie from 1987. It is such an 80s movie.
That 4 years made a difference, dude.
Yeah, it's wild that this was released at the same time as Point Break and not at the same time as, like, the second Beverly Hills Cop movie. It's actually quite fun, Stone Cold. He plays a rough and tough fucking cop who's been suspended for excessive violence and then recruited by the FBI to infiltrate a gang of bikers, one of whom is played by Lance Henriksen, who just kind of looks quite cool throughout the thing, and William Forsythe, who looks like William Forsythe throughout the thing and just plays just insanity in a human. It's quite fun. It's quite good. There is an awful lot of shirtless men in it.
Are any of them Glenn Powell?
Pardon?
Are any of them Glenn Powell?
None of them are Glenn Powell now. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed my time with it. What else did I watch? I've just got rid of one of them. I don't know why I did. So I also rewatched I think we covered this on a very early Bastards back in the day when we did a Richard Linklater marathon.
I saw that was kicking around. I would have watched watch that with you.
Oh, alright. I'll watch it again. Watched it dozens of times anyway.
Fucking fuck, I thought you downloaded it for us to watch.
No. So I watched the Richard Linklater movie Suburbia, which has a stacked cast of Nicky Cat, Parker Posey, Giovanni Ribisi, Steve Zahn turns up in there, and yeah, it's a. I mean, it happens sort of within Linklater's filmography, I believe, between Before Sunrise and Newton Boys. So it's the first one where he kind of starts using the idea of sort of existentialism and bits like that. But it's not like Waking Life where it's outright within there. But it does sort of have, like, it takes the ideas from sort of Slacker, of these people who just kind of exist in a state of semi-arrested development for that. And it's almost like a... it's sort of almost as like a post-MTV movie.
Yeah.
Where you've just got this group of friends that have clearly just been friends since high school, that now probably shouldn't be friends because they're starting to go the different ways.
Diverge.
But they are still kind of bound by this friendship because they're the only people they kind of know within the town. And it's all set over one night in similar way to like Dazed and Confused is all set over one day, but particularly one night of just these various things happening to them. It's very good in a angsty 90s way. I think it's one of those where if you maybe didn't have a relationship with it from the 90s, it probably wouldn't hit as much.
No.
And
Well, I don't know. I didn't watch it in the 90s. I didn't watch it until we started seeing each other.
in 1999.
Oh, yeah. The late 90s, that though, wasn't it?
And it's based on a play and a screenplay by Eric Bogosian from like, Talk Radio and other bits, and he's a playwright. And yeah, I still enjoy it, but it's maybe one that I think if you're a Linklater fan, you'll get. If not, I think there's maybe a little bit. It's meta without actually ever being meta. In the sense that you will watch it going, all of these characters are fucking idiots, apart from the idiot.
There's another film, and I feel like it has Mira Sorvino in it, that I always kind of think of them two together.
Loser?
No, she's like pregnant. I'll have a think. Or one of them's got like HIV or something. I might be imagining it.
Are you thinking Kids?
The Imaginarium of
Kids.
Dr. Parnassus.
No, it's
Yes,
Kids.
it's Kids. It's Chloe Sevigny.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's dark, innit?
Kids is fucking dark, yeah.
This is like the fun version.
Doesn't that end with the girl with the girl's got HIV and she's passed out drunk, and then that guy
Yeah.
like rapes her,
Yeah.
and then just gets HIV and rapes a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Larry Clark.
Still wouldn't mind rewatching that though.
Kids is bleak.
Yeah, I like Blake.
Yeah. That's the film that I watched an illegal screening of. Sorry, that's me, isn't it? And I also rewatched The Warriors.
Good.
The Warriors fucking holds up. It really fucking holds up.
I bet, yeah. I'd have rewatched this fucker with you as well. You're a knob.
Probably.
Stop watching good things. You're only supposed to watch Pauly Shore movies on your own.
Well,
Fair point.
a wonderful thing happened this week, didn't
It did, didn't it? You're so excited.
I'm so excited, yeah. Me and Paulie, good friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened, man?
Oh God, that's big news from this week, isn't it?
Yeah, Paulie Shaw now follows me on Twitter.
Does he actually follow you?
He follows me, yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. Yep. Fucking me and Paulie like that.
You were so excited.
Cross thing, I was well excited for it, yeah. Still am. Yeah. He'll be listening to this. Hello, Paulie. My good friend. Yes, we watched Warriors. It's just a really good time. And the thing is, it was cool at the time. It was a big movie at the time. But you're kind of watching it and going, do you know what? Now, this movie would probably have ended up getting like would have been like awards chatty for best supporting actor for the guy for Roger Hill who plays Cyrus. Because in that one scene, he's fucking great. And the little sound edit bits they do to his voice to make his voice just seem fucking weirder is really good. And then the score for it is just fucking wonderful. It's what held before Rai Kuda. So the score is by Barry DeVizon. It's just a really fucking great score, but it's also a movie that gets in 90 minutes and just fucking happens and just fucking ticks along. And the weird thing is, we now live in a world of, instantly Ian, Paramount, they've got the Warriors.
Yeah.
You know, we live in a world where everything can be accessed pretty much straight away. You know, you can, if you want, you can find films quite easily. You know, either on streaming services, on demand, or through other methods. I remember first watching The Warriors, right? Because I had a ritual to myself whereby my parents used to go out on a Saturday night when they were still together. Used to go out on a Saturday night, and my sister would be in charge, even though she's like 16 months older than me. And her thing was, I'm going to have my friends round, you need to stay upstairs, but then the minute Match the Day starts, you get downstairs. And that was it. And so I had the living room from fucking then. And this was Match the Day, where basically you had highlights of one game and the goals from the other games. Wasn't like it is now. It was an hour fucking long. It started at 20 to 11 and it finished at 20 to 12. But then after that, BBC Two or Channel 4 would always schedule a movie that would literally start at like 11:45. So it was in time with that. And I remember flicking over and starting to watch The Warriors, which had just started on Channel 4, and just being like, this is fucking amazing. And I'll have been probably about 9-10 years old. And so, like, The Warriors at 9-10 years old is the greatest movie that has ever been made. Because it's fucking cool, it's badass, and it's got these fucking guys just on the fucking run.
Yeah.
And then you've got the baseball furies who just look mental, and all these different gangs, including the weird ones on roller skates that just look a little bit, kind of look at them going, there's something fucking wrong with those guys. There's something not quite right there. Like, they listen to some weird music you get in the thing.
100%.
Yeah, they've all got the Carpenters' greatest hits on vinyl.
You reckon?
Yeah. So yeah, The Warriors, that's fucking great. Great film.
It is a banger, to be fair.
Love my time with it. Always love my time with it. Right, we do have one more feature review. What?
You're funny. You're a funny guy.
Let's go. It's Ian, would it be fair to say that this is currently the internet's favourite movie?
Yeah. It's the film that's going to save everything.
Yeah. So Hitman is written by Glenn Powell and Richard Linklater, directed by Richard Linklater, stars Glenn Powell and other people. A professor moonlighting as a hitman of sorts for the city police department descends into dangerous, dubious territory when he finds himself attracted to a woman who enlists his services. Kind of, almost what it's about. Getting there. You're in the right ballpark there, IMDb. In the right ballpark. Ian,
Yo.
What did you think to Hitman?
Yeah, it's bloody good. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's not the be-all and end-all. I don't think it's 5 out of 5. It's not far off it. Glenn Powell, great. The lady whose name I can't pronounce, great.
Adria Arjona?
Sure. It's funny, it's fun, it's sexy. It maybe it touched too long. I would suggest. I think it takes a little bit too long to get to the fucking monkey. But once the monkey is there and Glenn Powell wants to fuck the lady, then it gets really good. I enjoy hot people being hot together, which is a little bit rare these days, but also it's not challenges and it's not 2.5 hours long. And it's Glenn Powell. I liked it. I suppose it's interesting because it feels like it got such rave reviews out of the festivals last year. And it kind of felt like, okay, so it's actually going to be like a monumental piece of work. No, it's not. It's just really fucking entertaining and one of Richard Linklater's better films.
Bex, what do you think to Hitman?
I also agree that all pie is good pie.
Yep.
I think the reason it works is Glenn Powell's got some real BDE going on, just in general. And it allows him to wear jorts and be a nerd, albeit obviously a hot nerd, but like he can do that and he can be convincing, but also then when he's wrong, he's also real fucking convincing, and he is a panty dropper.
Yep.
I really fucking enjoyed it. I don't get on with Linklater as much as you do. But I really liked this, and I just thought it was real fucking funny. The bit, I mean, obviously all spoilers all the time, but the bit where they fucking kill that guy at the end, just like real like, just there's no build up to it really. Just kill him. Doesn't really follow up, and then it's years later. It's just so like nonchalantly done.
Yeah.
He just breathes, the bag goes in and out, and then he just goes limp.
I almost feel like it maybe should have ended on that.
Yes, quite possibly actually. Yeah.
It should have just ended on that moment there. It felt like, dare I say it felt like that would be quite a Coen-esque ending.
It's not a Coen movie.
I know, but it would be quite Coen-esque.
It's not a Coen movie.
I know.
But yes, it would, yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's really good, but it all hangs on Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
Like with a lesser leading man. I don't think it would work. There's not enough to it if you take him out of the equation. It all hangs on his charisma.
Can I just say, doing hand gestures silently that people can't see, that's my thing on the podcast.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Really enjoyed it. Was kind of dreading watching this one, to be honest.
Why?
Because with the exception of the Powell, it seemed very boring. Do you remember that? What was that film we watched recently that had that man in it? And he was a hitman. And it was the most boring fucking thing I think I've ever seen. Is it Fassbender?
Oh, The Killer.
The Killer.
How shit is that movie?
I quite like The Killer.
And I was worried that it would be similar to that. Just real quite not good.
I'm in exactly the same place as Ian on this, in the sense that it's a really good film. It's a really good film, but I did think it took too long to get to pop off.
Yeah, there's a lot of
but I was
and
enjoying
then
it.
Like a mugshot, then
I was enjoying all of that bit.
Yes, yeah.
But I also was going, all right, do something now. I enjoy it, but do something, because I don't want to get to the point that I'm not enjoying it, and then when you do something, I go, yeah, I already started to not enjoy you.
Yeah.
But it's really, really good. But it is one of the most absolutely set in stone 8 out of 10 movies that I've seen. But then people are giving it 5 out of 10. Giving it 5 stars and giving it 10 out of 10. And I'm a little bit like, I kind of wish I had that reaction to it.
It just, there are a lot of people. It's like challenges. I feel like if there is horny shit on screen that gives people boners / lady boners, it adds an extra star. At the moment, because people are just very outwardly horny, and being on social media lets you be horny. Like, I mean, based. Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna say something. I'm gonna edit myself, but it lets you be horny, so you're just out there. Like, Challenges was received very, 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 very positively, and I feel a large part of that is because it's hot people together.
Yeah.
Hitman, I feel like that's that as well. I'm not saying either are bad films, but I am saying that I feel like the collective, we're all gonna watch this together and be horny about for it togetherness of those films has horny pilled people.
I think there's a little bit of that, yeah. It is, and the thing is, it's not even like, because the thing is that I never understood with Challenges is it's a horny movie that isn't horny, and this is a sexy movie that has not that basically has just like a 5-minute montage of sexiness within it. But then it is 2 sexy people being sexy for a bit of it.
But then, loads people seem to be calling out the scene where he's interrogating her with the cell phone up, saying how to behave.
Yeah,
It's fucking
and
hilarious.
people are saying like scene of the year. People are applauding and stuff like that. And again, that just feels a bit like, because you're watching these 2 people like kind of be a little bit mischievous and flirty, and they're looking at each other like, oh yeah, that was really good, yeah, I really want to fuck you, you know, and that's why people are going to stand up and clap. And it, like people are saying, this film needs to be seen in a cinema with a full audience, so people are clapping and cheering and laughing and whatnot. And I'll be honest, I watched that scene, I'm like, okay, I'm watching this by myself, just fucking trying to jerk off. I'm just furiously masturbating, but I'm limp, right? And I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for that fucking boner to just go. And it won't. And it's not because I'm not in an audience. It's because I've got erectile dysfunction.
It's... The thing is, it's not as sexy. It is sexy, it's sexy people. But it's just... It's almost like you say, cinema's got horny again in the past year.
All I want to do is come, Mark.
I mean, Poor Things is available in 4K on Disney Plus. That's a horny movie.
If it was physical media, maybe.
Do you need that box, that tangible box?
I need the
something.
bit rate.
You need the bit rate.
I need the bit rate.
Emma Stone's glutes don't look quite as good without that bit rate.
If it's not at least 60 megabytes per second, I can't even get a job.
Yeah, I mean, it's the year of Glenn Powell, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's his year. It's his world, and we're all just living in it this year.
I mean, Twisters, mate. Twisters in IMAX.
Saw the trailer for Twisters before Bad Boys for Life, and just looks fucking great.
Fair.
Yeah. Hitman, definitely not shit. Great fucking film. Really enjoyed it. Really like that people are enjoying it. It's fucking cool. I like the fact that every so often Richard Linklater just slaps out an absolute fucking banger that just grabs everybody.
I'm just bitter because I can't get an erection anymore, and I'm glad other people are getting satisfaction
erections
from it.
Audience poll. I mean, it's going to be 100%, isn't it? Let's be honest, because the internet fucking loves it. And what is it? Let's have a fucking look. Hitman, 75% definitely not shit, 13% touching cloth, and 13% shit.
And 5%, I just want to go.
Questions before I ask Ian what we're covering next week. We do have some questions. Let's have a wee little look. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. There we go. Let's go to you, and then let's go to you. Dylan Black Lanterns. I went to a screening of Furiosa, which was impaired by very quiet front speakers, reducing the visceral impact of the film. Aside from crappy films themselves, what has ruined screenings for you? The pettier the problem, the better.
Fucking stains on screen.
Stains on screens is a big one. That Blade Runner 2047. That speaker at the right corner that was muffled. So when anything got really loud, it went really fuzzy.
We've had rattly speakers as well.
We've had rattly speakers, yeah.
Been to one where a light didn't go off. You know, like the ceiling
That's
light.
that's a big one. The cleaning lights not being switched off and shit like that.
And fucking people. Not fucking people. I'm sure they're having a lovely time, but people in general, I hate them.
I'm jealous of them because I can't get an erection.
Yeah, people. I think we have to take away people. I think it has to be.
I don't know, because I hate them.
Yeah.
People. I would take small screen no people over big screen people every fucking time. No, not every time. That's a lie. There are some films that I feel do really benefit from being on the big screen, but they are few and fucking far between.
I think my most petty one. No, I don't think this was petty. Was when I went to see, what was it? I can't remember who it was.
Event Horizon.
It was at View. It was Filth. And I had to come out of it to say to the guy, "You've got this in the wrong ratio. It looks fucking mental." And the guy was like, "I don't know what you're on about." I was like, and I explained it to him, and I had to literally get my phone out and show him what aspect ratio was. And so I'm going to this guy, and you know, you're starting to think, and he just goes, and he turned on me, and he went, "Mate, no one fucking cares." I was like, "So you say nobody cares?" And he's like, "No." I went, "Right, I do though. So somebody cares."
I am.
So you saying that nobody cares is bullshit, because I care and I am paying to see it and you're not displaying it properly, so I care. So do something about it.
I'm so glad I didn't go with you to see that. I'd have been so embarrassed. But I agree with you.
And
He's fighting the good fight, Bex. You take your
No one
husband's
cares about
name out of
aspect
your mouth.
ratios.
Everybody cares about aspect ratios. Don't be an idiot.
I've got one.
Go.
Over-enthusiastic 4DX. I can't remember what film it was that we saw, but it was just like someone creeping down a corridor and the fucking chair was all over the place. I can't remember what film it was.
It was something I had no
Schindler's
right to be
List.
in
No,
4DX.
no, it really shouldn't have been in
And we
4DX.
went to see it.
So they'd obviously just got... Yeah, it was the only screening we could see, wasn't it?
Wasn't it Haunted in Venice?
Might have been.
Fucking 4DX Haunting in Venice.
And it was
That'd
just
be a trip.
like
wow.
There'd be like this really tense, quiet moment, and then the seat's fucking rattling you. You've got water sprayed in your face.
There was one where the best bit of 4DX was when somebody looked round a corner and it literally tilted the seats up as if you were having a look round the corner.
Yeah,
and I was like,
love that.
I was like, this is good. But yeah, there was one where it was literally just fucking shaking you.
Just for no fucking reason.
Like you owed it money and it was trying to get it out of you.
Rogue 4DX it was. I reckon that had gone wrong. I think they'd like put the 4DX movements on the chairs for the wrong film or something.
Yeah.
I think that was definitely a fault.
My favourite thing about 4DX is when the wind ramps up, but it takes a while to ramp up. So it's like, right, in about 5 seconds, we're going to get some sort of tracking shot over a landscape then, because the wind's up.
There's probably like a really petty one that I am forgetting. That is like I'm trying to not include other patrons of cinemas.
I've got one for you.
What?
People in View cinemas that keep moving their chair with the thing.
Oh, fuck off! Yeah,
You hate that, don't you?
I hate it.
See, I just fully recline mine right at the start and then just go with it.
And honestly,
But people like moving
recliners-
forward and back
recliners are
and-
bullshit.
I mean, they're not. But
They are bullshit.
No, they're not.
Cinema sheets should be mildly uncomfortable.
But they should lock once the movie starts, and that's it. If you've not got it in the right position, you're just fucked.
Rick Kidd. Finally caught up with Civil War, and Jesse Plemons' cameo will stick with me for a while. What cameos do you remember most? Can be for good or bad reasons.
Martin Sheen, Hot Shots Part 2.
I love you, Wall Street.
I love you on Wall Street. Like, literally, Noel really disappointed me when I saw him in Manchester a month or two back, where I said to him beforehand, when we see each other, I want us to point fingers at each other and say, I loved you in Wall Street. And I did it, and he didn't.
And he forgot. What a
absolute fucker.
What a piece of shit.
Does Tom Waits in Seven Psychopaths count?
Yeah. Tom Waits in Psychopaths counts. Tom Waits in Domino counts as well.
He's not as good in that though.
Where he's playing the devil.
It's Seven Psychopaths. He's got the bunnies.
He's got the bunny, yeah.
Yeah, that's that.
I really like him in Domino, where he's the devil and gives him LSD.
Sure.
Domino's
There's no
a good
bunnies.
film.
It's fine.
You watch your fucking mouth out. Good cameo. Oh no, I know the cameo. The cameo question that comes up. It's Morris Day in the Richard Pryor movie Moving. That is the cameo.
Oh, that is very good though.
That is brilliant. Where his daughter's trying to get basically not moved to Boise, so she's gonna marry it, and she turns around and Morris Day just fucking turns around and he's fully Morris Day and says, so, she goes, he's an artist, he's a photographer, and then Morris Day just sort of looks at him and goes, hello dad, and then sort of starts shaking his hand and goes, don't worry, I'll make sure she's photographed sensually and seductively, but safely. And it's just like, you're looking going, this is the creepiest thing that's ever happened. It is glorious. It's wonderful.
I've never seen it.
It's fucking brilliant. Moving is a fun movie. Morris Day is in it for maybe 15 seconds and steals the whole fucking thing.
Fair dues.
Yeah. Ian, what are we covering next week?
What are we covering next week? Because I've just had a look at the Cineworld app, and it only seems like there's that fucking one with the kid from Stranger Things that we don't like anymore.
What? Triangle Fairs?
No, the other one.
That Arcadian with Nicolas Cage is out, but I'm not going to be able to get to that. So, I mean, it might be a show admin discussion. Inside Out 2 is the big one next week. I am very aware that you guys may not want to see Inside Out 2.
No.
Coupled with the fact that I've got a week next week, which is very not conducive to recording. If we needed to take a week off, sorry audience, that might be okay, because otherwise I'd literally have to record on Sunday, and the review is Inside Out 2, a film that the review embargoes have lifted while we've been recording, and it ain't good.
What's that one, sorry?
Inside Out 2.
Oh.
So we might have a gap week next week and then come back. What's the next week after that? Is
the week after feels it's the Bike Riders.
Bike Riders, yeah.
Ooh,
so there's
good
at least
poster for the
that.
Bike Riders, by the way. Have you seen like the real weird old school looking one that's kicking around?
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to steal it
Yeah,
from that
it's
bush
nice,
shelter.
Okay, so
Sorry, it's
go on.
not problematic Stranger Things kid. It's Jaden Martell that's in Arcadian, so I'll go see that. That's fine. You're on Lates next week, aren't you?
I don't know who that is.
It doesn't matter to
None
you.
of
It's
the-
not Noah Schnapp, so it's fine.
None of the bits you said were words in my brain.
I can't. That next week is bad for me. So but I'll just say if anyone listening on Tuesday is at the customer experience provider Genesis annual roadshow in London on Tuesday, let me know, because I'll see you there. But if not, that's a 16-hour day, which I at least hope involves some free beer. It's at a venue in London called The Brewery. So
You'd fucking hope so.
It feels like you had one job.
There is a
people trying to
phrase.
sell people on shit. Yeah. So
There is a phrase about this. If you don't get a beer.
Yes, exactly. But because of that, my week next week is a little bit fucked. So, but we'll be back. So, alright, we're going to take a week off next week. We will be back with the Bike Riders the week after.
Yep.
And then the week after that, I think, is the Exorcism, Quiet Place Day 1, and Kinds of Kindness.
Oh, that's a week.
So that's a fucking insane week. So take a week off. We're going to refresh. We're going to recharge. And we'll be back better than ever, baby.
Fuck shit up. Right. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Fuck you, Jason Reitman.
Goodbye. Thank you very much, listeners.
Bye.
Bye.